Shri Matre Namaha, everyone. Before I start today's video, I bow down to the divinity within each of you, and I also offer my humble prayers to my entire Guru Mandala, and I request all of them to please guide and lead me through this session. This video marks the start of a very special spiritual series on my channel in the lead up to the auspicious festival of Sri Ramanavami, which will be celebrated this year on 26th March. In the days ahead of Sri Rama's divine appearance on earth, rather than only celebrating through outward rituals, I hope that this video series will help us to turn inward so that we can contemplate on Sri Rama as a living presence within our own consciousness. In today's video, we will explore the Ramayana, the greatest epic ever written, not merely from the lens of history or devotion, but as a profound esoteric map of the human soul. The Ramayana is not something that happened once in ancient times. It is an epic which is happening within all of us even now. Today, let us begin this sacred journey by entering into the world of Ramayana to uncover its inner spiritual psychology and use it as a timeless yogic manual which describes the journey of a Jivatma from ignorance to liberation. At a superficial level, the Ramayana is one of the greatest stories ever told. This fantastic tale of the adventures of the gods and demons, humans, monkeys, and bears takes us on a journey to our own inner liberation. This tale engrosses the heart and mind because it is infinitely deeper than its surface narrative. On a deeper level, this story, told by the enlightened Maharishi Valmiki, gives us a master key to life, which can transform the reader on levels much deeper than the thinking mind. So, are you ready to come on this journey of self-discovery with me? At the macrocosmic level, Sri Rama symbolizes the Supreme Self, the ultimate reality, the Parabrahman. Sita is the Divine Mother. She is the cause of the very creation of the manifested life and cosmos. She is inseparable from the Brahman. Rama's brothers stand for Sat, Chit, Ananda, the divine attributes of existence, consciousness, and bliss of the Parabrahman. When we bring that down to our level of relative existence, the characters in the Ramayana represent the various aspects of our own lives. Rama, as the Maryada Purushottama, stands for the Jivatma, our soul, which is the silent, luminous witness within us, which is in the process of awakening. He is calm, unreactive, dharmic, and at the end of the epic, he restores cosmic order. Lakshmana is the power of will within us. Shatrughna represents reason, and Bharata is the emotional aspect of the personality, which is channeled into devotion. Sita represents our intellect, our buddhi, that is refined through attainment of Atmagnana, which is the knowledge of the self. King Dasharatha stands for the human personality. His three queens are the positive aspects of the three gunas. Kaushalya is sattva, representing the harmony, balance, and our higher spiritual potential. Sumitra is rajas, our power of actions, energy, movement, and change. And Kaikeyi is tamas, representing the darkness and inertia within us. Rama, the soul, breaks Shiva's bow, which is symbolic of breaking the spell of ego, the spell of ignorance, and also of embarking on our own spiritual inner quest. This wins him the hand of Sita, which means that the higher spiritual intelligence, buddhi, comes alive within us, leading us to liberation. When Rama leaves Ayodhya, pure consciousness descends from the Sahasrara chakra or the crown chakra into the Mooladhara chakra in our body. The city of Ayodhya literally means that which cannot be conquered. Esoterically, Ayodhya represents our state of inner balance and bliss, where our heart is firmly established in the Sattva Guna. When dharma and balance is disturbed within our inner psyche, even Ayodhya cannot be inhabited. This is represented by Rama's exile, which is not a punishment, but really signifies the descent of our consciousness into the world of Maya and Samsara, where we forget our true self. The forest, the Aranya, represents our unstructured mind, filled with our instincts, fears, memories, and our latent impressions, which are our samskaras. In the forest, Sita, the intellect, is kidnapped by the demonic force Ravana, who signifies avidya or ignorance, and is imprisoned in Lanka, which represents the depth of our subconscious mind. The various demons and rakshasas represent our unrefined desires and base level animalistic instincts. Ravana's 10 heads really signify our intellect, which is multiplied but undirected. His 20 arms represent our hyperactive desires. Ravana represents our ego, which is empowered by ignorance, and his final destruction by Rama, the pure, untouched Jivatma, represents the fall of our ego. In order to find and free her, Rama meets sages and saints who represent the Atma's powers of higher discernment gained when we keep satsang or spiritual company. He also befriends monkeys and bears, which mean that on the spiritual path, the soul starts channelizing and integrating the various energies and resources that are actually already within us. He sends Hanuman, who is the hero of our inner yoga and represents the power of our spiritual sadhana shakti, to find Sita. His monkey form represents our restless, scattered prana or life energy. To go to Lanka, Hanuman, powered by the strength of his utmost surrender in the divine, leaps across the ocean, which means our directed prana crosses the deep abyss of our subconscious with awareness and focus. Hanuman reminds us that our intellect, when purified by bhakti or pure devotion and surrender, can carry us through the abyss of samsara towards moksha or liberation. Hanuman burns Lanka, meaning that he overhauls our inner subconscious map and brings the news of Sita to Rama. This means that the soul and higher intelligence can be connected with the practice of meditation and pranayama. Rama then builds a bridge across the ocean to Lanka. This bridge is the mystical connection into our own subconscious, built with the rocks of devotion and a pure mind. Rama, the soul, then enters into Lanka, the kingdom of the demons, which represents the deep recesses of our own subconscious mind, where the roots of our ignorance, egoism, and evil dwell. The demon brothers Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and Vibhishana represent the negative aspects of our three gunas that keep our soul in bondage. Vibhishana is sattva, Ravana is rajas, and Kumbhakarna is tamas. When Vibhishana switches allegiance to Rama, this allows Rama to destroy the demons. In this way, the soul, after developing sattva, is able to overcome the power of the inner rajasic and tamasic forces. In this process, the light of the soul dissolves the darkness of the subconscious and allows it to be ruled by sattva. The final battle between Rama and Ravana's demon army is not violence. It represents the process of inner purification. Every demon slain in the battle represents a latent impression that is dissolved, a distorted negative tendency that is corrected, and a knot of the ego that is being loosened. Ravana dies only when our central ego is pierced. When the war has come to an end, Rama installs Vibhishana to be the ruler of Lanka. Rama is then reunited with Sita after she undergoes the fire ordeal. This means that the soul and the buddhi, the higher mind, are reunited only after the buddhi has been purified in the fire of spiritual practice and sadhana. Rama and Sita then returned to Ayodhya to establish Ramarajya on earth, a life of divine glory, free of fear and suffering, which symbolizes the state of Jivan Mukti or enlightenment while still being embodied. So, in closing, today we learned that the Ramayana is not just an epic outside you, it is happening within you every single day. When awareness descends, exile begins. When our devotion awakens, the bridge to our spiritual upliftment is formed. And when the ego falls, the Rama Rajya returns. That was it for today. I hope you learned a new perspective which will help you in your own journey to inner light. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more. Jai Shri Ram. Love and light. Shri.